I still remember the sneers, the sideways glances, and the whispered doubts. When I told my family I wanted to leave the safety of a steady corporate job to build my own digital marketing agency, their faces hardened. "You fail," my father said, voice tinged with worry. "That industry is too volatile for someone like you." My friends chuckled, calling it a reckless pipe dream, a vanity project that'd never pay the bills. Even colleagues shook their heads. "Dreams are nice," one sneered at my farewell party, "but you're not cut out for this." It stung, but I clenched my fists and stepped into the unknown. I was fueled by a stubborn belief. I had to prove I could thrive outside the corporate cage, that my vision was real. The early days were brutal. I scraped together every dollar I had, $2,000 from savings, and launched with no clients, no reputation, just a laptop and relentless determination. My first few contracts paid me less than minimum wage, but I studied tirelessly, learning SEO, content strategy, paid ads, anything I could to deliver results. Months blurred into sleepless nights. Rejection was constant. Pitch after pitch, I was told I was too small, too inexperienced, that my approach was unconventional. I faced despair more times than I can count, contemplating whether I'd been foolish to leave stability behind. But I kept refining my craft, listening to clients, and nurturing relationships. Slowly, I built a portfolio. Word spread. Small local businesses started trusting me. My reputation grew. 3 years later, I signed a contract with a regional retailer, an $86,000 campaign that doubled their sales. That success opened bigger doors. I hired my first employee, then 2 more. Thank you for practicing. Dial podcast 135 now. By year 5, my agency was generating over $2 million annually, serving clients across industries and earning recognition from industry awards. Most importantly, I proved to myself that daring to step off the beaten path was worth every sleepless night, every doubt. I became a respected industry figure, speaking at conferences, mentoring newcomers. My team expanded to 25 talented marketers, and I felt a profound sense of achievement, not just because of the numbers, but because I had defied the odds. Then, 5 years after my journey began, I returned home for a family gathering. My parents looked at me with a mixture of pride and disbelief. I pulled out my phone and showed them the company's latest valuation, $15 million, and a folder of testimonials from satisfied clients. I saw the flicker of awe in my father's eyes, and for the first time, I felt their skepticism melt away. Walking into that room, I realized the true victory, not just the financial success, but proving everyone wrong, especially myself. I had turned a risky dream into a thriving enterprise, rewriting my story from one of doubt to one. And as I looked around at the faces of those who doubted me, I knew I had finally earned their respect, and most importantly, my own.